Welcome to the recap of Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible Session 38. As always, let me thank Juce at Master the Game for hosting and playing, his partner in crime, Paul at Awkwardly Nerdy, Bill at RollStats, the unholy trinity of Jason, Josh, and Isaiah, Dustin for his role as 13, our Canadian friend Dave, who played Lieutenant Reisman, Brendan for playing Illumination Boy, and Mike for his role as Special Agent Ralph Macchio. The players finally make it to the pyramid in the center of town and find out that Skeletor is the mayor. And he's quite a poker player.
Yeah,
exactly.
Luther will stay up in the pyramid with you in the peak playing poker all night long.
Oh, yes. You should come check out the peak sometime.
I would love to. Yeah, for sure.
What's at the peak?
Just the tip of the pyramid.
I was hoping.
There's a growing tension in the town between the Yig and the Gorn, and of course, there's the ever-looming presence of the outer god.
Yog-Sothoth.
Yog-Soft serve.
Yog Soggoth.
For Yin-Saloth.
Yog Soggoth.
Yog Stacy and Chad. Yog Sassafras. Yog Sweat Sock.
And with that said, let's get started. Well, hold on. We're missing one player.
Seriously, what happened to Jacques?
He went behind the building and he's taking a bit of a crap at the moment.
Gotcha.
I hope he buries it at least.
He is French. I'm not sure if he's that civilized yet.
Well, he's from Calico, where they have toilets that just pull it right out of you. It's just like a vacuum.
I thought they used the three seashells.
That's what that was? I always thought that was Debbie.
Well, so who is the rest of you that can help me with this problem of the Yig?
Well, us, sir. We're the masters of the universe.
Well, I do not know about all of that, but I am a Jacqueline.
He steps back like he's afraid you're going to spit on it. Well, let's see. I can deputize you. And he walks over to a little wicker basket. And he's got these little things that look like ram horn things, and it says sheriff on them.
Yeah, do you have any clothes that would fit me as well?
It looks as though the pants that he is wearing are restricting circulation.
Very much so.
Don't sell yourself short, Blake. Those capris are sexy as hell.
They look good.
But they're not very practical for chasing down Yig.
I feel stylish wearing them.
And he hands you, it looks like a Mennonite outfit.
Yes, I put it on real quick.
Hey, Jacques, you should probably think about giving Blake the matching bowl haircut. He really he needs
that badge fits perfect on the suspender.
Where are the Yig?
Across the street.
Convenient.
And what do you want us to do with the Yig?
Dispose of them.
Kill them or shoo them out of town?
Sure, that works too.
About approximate how many of them are there?
Oh, last time I checked, about 24.
What makes the townsfolk so scared of these Yig?
They're snake people.
But are they inherently dangerous?
Every time a snake person moves into somewhere, the property values just plummet afterwards.
Are they anything like the Gorn? I'm just making sure.
Who, Mennonites? Yes, they're a lot like
no, not the Mennonites. The Yig, right? Are they big and burly and buff and are able to throw a man?
Nothing you can't handle. Tausatugan.
Is there any known remedy for this venom?
Yes, not getting bit.
You would not happen to have a sample of this venom, would you? I mean,
when was the last time I milked one of them? Opens a drawer and comes back with a little vial.
Yig milk, the finest.
Oh no, God. Is this anything like Drider milk?
It's magically Yiglicious.
It's kind of like the soy version, right?
Boss, I got some bad news. 2 of your herd died. What? Not Betsy. He bolts out of the room.
Luther looks around to everyone with wide eyes.
What does he mean your herd died? I nudge you, Luther, when you start to talk. I don't let you finish, and I give you a firm, pointy elbow right into your ribs.
Ouch! Why'd you do that, Blake?
You were getting a little close. You're encroaching on my personal bubble. When he runs out of the room, I turn to Luther. I say, don't say a fucking word.
I just wanted to make sure you caught it.
I caught it. I'm trying to play stupid.
Okay.
This would be the moment where I told you so.
You begin to notice potatoes start landing in the middle of the room. And there's a flash of light. And 13 is there.
13's leg would be a peg leg. It's like a dual peg leg, so it kind of has has a hinge that goes back, so it gets kind of that spring of that rabbit foot. You guys have made it. I'm sorry I wasn't able to convene with you while you were talking to the Prime One.
Well, massive blood loss of leg, it is understandable.
Yes, it's been quite an adjustment, but our job isn't over yet. Yog-Sothoth will return, and we need to be instrumental in bringing about his demise.
I agree. Yog-Sothoth serve needs to be defeated in this dimension as well.
I've been told we need to look for a massive, powerful magical source.
We need a Vorpal sword. Right, Bonnie?
That would be quite useful.
You realize that there's something more to this venom. There's some other kind of product in it.
Yeah, it's like
There's
magic
something else
from Yog Sassafras.
But without a lab and full access to all of the proper assets, I would not be able to synthesize a proper anti-venom.
Luther, haven't you made meth labs before? Wouldn't you be able to design one?
So I was just thinking that. I literally need 2 glass vials, an aluminum pot, some baking soda, and we're good to go.
Illegal drugs are bad news. Don't mess with them.
Now it's education.
Yes.
I think the keeper has decided that we must face the Yig.
There's somebody that has a certain skill that uses so many luck points that could come up with a microscope, but I didn't say that.
Pull a Vorpal sword out your ass! It's well worth the sacrifice.
We need an anti-venom. We're going up against snake people. You could have your Vorpal sword later. You have to kill Yog Sweat Socks to get the Vorpal sword. So.
Oh, look, it's an entire box of anti-venom just for the Yig.
Well, you can add to your duties now to find who killed my 2 raptors.
We heard it was like the big Gorn guy at the saloon.
It was the Gorn in the saloon in Rock Ridge. Yeah, the Gorn in Rock Ridge.
He told Luther when he got mad at Luther, he said, I'm going to kill you like I killed those 2 raptors.
He did. And I said, it is an awful, awful, terrible thing that you do to kill these poor, defenseless, innocent raptors. And he was like, I spit on those raptors and Skeletor, and he threw me out a window. I couldn't believe it myself.
And I've been so good to these Gorn. Yes, you need to take care of them. He killed Betsy and Betsy too.
So now we have to get rid of the Gorn and the...
No, just this one.
Oh, just the one. Okay.
Or 2 or 3. Make an example of them. I'm an excellent card player, Look, I won this ring from somebody who came by.
Oh, what is that ring?
Wait. Did the person that come by look like Lily von Stupp here?
No, they kind of look like I don't know. They said A lot. I'm not really sure. Talk about donuts.
A Canadian.
One of those
you didn't catch the name Reisman, did you? Or Timmy Horton.
Tim Horton.
That's the name, Tim Horton. When you examine it, you can see that the runes that are on it have all been etched out.
Dr. Gonzalez was pretending to be this Timmy Horton.
Well, but Dr. Gonzalez was pretending to be Bonnie.
Yes, it stands to reason if he could take Bonnie's appearance, he could take the appearance of others.
He's a damn changeling.
I tricked him.
Okay, I'm going to go...
I had him fold and he had a full house. What a fool.
I'm going to go kill these Yig. We're going to play some cards for sure.
Did it occur to you that maybe he lost intentionally to make sure that you had this cursed ring on your person? Why else would he go ahead and offer up such a pretty little trinket?
Oh, something about he was done with this, and now he would be the master. Whatever that means.
As long as he's not the master of the game.
This video is about, is there anything in gaming that I think is too weird?
Then we're good.
Or the universe.
What? What's a cigarette?
Don't 13. Don't.
Luther pulls a pouch of tobacco out of his inside pocket and starts rolling up a cigarette. Puts it in his mouth, lights it, and hands it to Skeletor.
This is the greatest thing I've ever experienced.
Once you start getting that taste, you'll want to keep getting it. Get that fine tobacco taste. Get lucky.
Where did you find these?
When we come back and play cards, I'm going to introduce you to a special kind of cigarette. We can play both sides against each other.
Well, he said runs him out of town or kills him. You keep forgetting that.
Or we could pretend to be on the Yig side
if
and pretend to be on Skeletor's side and
nothing will go wrong with that.
I'd like to walk towards the general's goods store and then spend 10 luck to trip over a box of dynamite to give to Jacques. Oh, Jacques, I found something for you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. And begin walking over. Howdy, partenaire.
To Rock Ridge.
It seems as though the mayor is not happy about the current situation in town. I was wondering what things might be done to remedy this situation. Perhaps,
I want it to be known that Luther is just glaring at them. Like, he's doing that squinty-eyed Clint Eastwood glare.
Wondering why is there such a hostility between the other townsfolk and ones such as yourselves?
They do not like us here. They do not like our ways.
Perhaps start your own town where you do not deal with these troubles of all the other people around.
Yeah, like, aren't there any boa constructors among you?
We like it here. Why should we have to leave?
Well, I mean, there is a small matter of the townspeople hating you.
But this snake guy is definitely bigger than that big Gorn you saw.
Oh.
So that Gorn was probably like 8 feet. This snake guy is probably 9 foot tall.
Is there anything that would convince your people to leave?
Someone has stolen many eggs from us.
Do you suspect the other townsfolk or
who
some
else would it be?
Force? Give me some time. I will take a look, see if I dig up anything. But if this can be accomplished, that would be a most peaceful resolution to everyone's problems with each other.
Yeah, nobody has to throw a hissy fit. All kidding aside, William Shakespeare. If kids are missing, like, that's no joke.
We've been investigating, but the mayor doesn't seem to want to help us.
Yes,
I suspect the mayor.
Why would the mayor take your eggs?
Because he's a
why
civil
your
serpent.
Skeletor might very well have been using the eggs for some other purpose, such as to feed his herd.
Or to eat them himself.
Oh, Bonnie, you are dead on. He probably is.
Why would he want to get rid of them,
absolutely
though?
is feeding his herd.
That wouldn't make sense because
Well, I mean,
if he was doing that and they left, then he'd run out of food for his herd. So no, that doesn't make sense.
I believe his general thought process was if he has the eggs, then they have no future generation. If they have no future generation, they will cease being a problem at some point.
That's diabolical.
Do you expect me to have empathy for missing eggs?
No, I absolutely don't, because I met your parents. So. This is that whole baby orc argument, right? Like, can you kill the baby
you know what I did
orcs?
in AD&D? I killed the baby orcs.
What if we circumvent the whole thing? We go back to the flock of velociraptors, and we take 3 to 5 of them captive.
There is one slight problem with this plan. Well, there's more than one, but this is the one we should look at. The reason we're getting rid of the Yig is because Skeletor wants it done, correct? And
Yes.
we believe Skeletor is going to be beneficial to us. I don't think threatening him in order to get rid of the Yig is going to really get him on side.
Well, again, a lot of heroin usage, right?
Skeletor, they've agreed to leave if they can
They
their-
have.
their eggs returned to them.
Their eggs.
Yes, apparently someone stole between 50 to 100 of their eggs.
Well, stole
Why
is
would
a
anyone
strong,
steal
stole is
their
a
eggs?
strong word, Bonnie. Like, someone happened upon them, found them, maybe,
Snuck
thought
into
that
their
they were
hatchery and
unowned.
took them without leaving a trace of where they were going. Yes,
Yeah.
finding like that.
Is this all we need to do? That we need to find these eggs?
They think you're a bad person. Like, I tried to tell them that you're not. I legitimately tried really hard to talk them out of it and said that you're a great mayor, a great leader.
Luther, Bonnie
and
was
that
talking.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
No, continue. How great I am. Pugan.
Just out of curiosity, what exactly does your flock eat, buddy?
Oh, the raptors.
Yeah.
Well, it's all organic.
Like raptor chow, or I mean,
Just to be
Oh,
honest.
only those who double cross me.
I'm picking up what you're putting down there, Skeletor, buddy. Luther is gonna sort of saunter into the saloon. He's gonna push the doors back, flips his duster back, exposing his impressive 8-inch barrels, glares across the bar at the Gorn, and he says, "I'm calling you out."
Gorn guy turns around and looks at you.
Luther, make sure you ask him where the eggs are.
Oh shit! Yeah, right. Okay. Wait. Do I smell eggs?
It is a saloon in the Old West. You probably do sell some sort of sulfur, though.
Dang! How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough.
Where are the eggs? You got one chance to walk out of here alive.
I don't have any eggs, deputy.
Oh, that's right. I have them. Oh, yeah. shit, we're the law. Smack the bar top, looks all around, and he's like, I'm going to ask one more time. And I know everybody in this bar can see my badge and knows that I am the law. Where are the eggs?
And as you slam on the bar, everybody gets up and proceeds to exit the saloon, except for the big guy, and he just says, I don't have them.
And I'm looking for any, in particular, anyone who's acting suspicious.
I said Soren Talon, that's very good. Don't let them eggs.
Is, like he'll spin the revolver in his hand, catch the butt, and just smack the guy on the top of the head and say, where are the eggs?
And he's like, oh, Deputy, I don't know.
Also, you'll be paying for that window, just so we're clear.
Yes, Deputy, I will. He's like, I'm leaving the money on the counter, because the barkeep ran out too. And he starts taking money out and putting it on the counter.
As he does it, Luther grabs that cash, how much ever he put on there, and he's like, I'll hold on to this for you. Don't worry.
Luther! Out here! No!
So
I think I got a guy! They don't get a
between-
chance. As soon as they start moving, I want to shoot him in their knee.
Well, but don't kill them.
Perfect shot. You blow out their knee and they just collapse to the ground, grabbing their leg. Ah!
He had that look, Luther. You know the look that you always had when you were actually doing stuff that was wrong? He had the look, and I know that look.
Oh, I know the look. So I'll look down at him and say, where are the eggs? One chance.
I don't know nothing about no eggs, man.
Dirty Harry style, I step on the leg that Blake just shot. Like, I step on it and I grind my foot into it and I go, where are the eggs?
I didn't know nothing about eggs. We went out to the oil place and he was a big snake guy. He told me not to tell, and he paid me. He gave me some, and oh, my leg hurts.
If you keep going, I could administer some morphine.
Oh, that's much better. So it was late, and I was drinking a little bit, and this yig came over and said, "Hey, I'll just pay you a little bit if you come help out, go out to where the where the oil rig is, and get some stuff out there." And I said,
what stuff?
Some kind of black liquid or something. I don't know. So we went out and we got it. And he brought it back with him, and he kind of stiffed me. He didn't pay me enough. And then that's when I swiped this out of his pocket. I was hoping it'd be valuable, but I don't think it's worth nothing. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a booklet. It's a Sudanese passport. The name is James Davenport. You don't need to make a spot hidden roll. As you kind of study the picture, it looks like Dr. Gonzalez. I could have sworn he mumbled something about eggs when we were talking, but he's hard to, they got that kind of lispy kind of voice, and it's hard to pick up.
No. Makes sense. You're not lying to me now, are you? Because if you were lying to me, it'd make me mighty angry, Eddie, and you wouldn't like me when I'm angry, Eddie. Would you be able to point this yig out if you saw him?
Hell no, they all look alike.
Jacques, can you fix up his knee enough to where at least he's not going to die on us?
I can splint him up good and patch his wound so he doesn't bleed out.
Do you know the big stupid Gorn that's in the bar?
He's going to volunteer to carry the Gorn.
Right. He's gonna carry Fast Eddie here.
The big Gorn is carrying Fast Eddie, and they begin to approach. The door to the shack opens. And two people get out. One standing by the shack. The other one walks up with a double-barrel shotgun. And it's like, stay right there. This is our claim.
You don't happen to have any snake eggs here, do you?
No.
Lay down your weapon or you will be disintegrated.
I would like to point out the fact and put your mind at ease. We are not here to steal your claim.
Yeah, and also Jacques has about 25 pounds of dynamite.
We've had some thefts here recently.
Yeah. We are actually on the trail of a thief of sorts as well.
Well, they took some gear, and I think they took some of that black gold we got.
Look, we just are trying to get some yig eggs.
We don't have any, and we don't have any for sale. And
for sale, what do people?
We're not trying to buy them. We're trying to get them back.
Is there like a market for yig eggs?
It's a market for everything. I'm sure there is. I'll let one of you come in and look around.
Certainly take a look. I see. And where did they come from originally?
What are you talking about?
The earwigs?
The earwigs. They just came up when we dug the hole. Why?
Has this Derek been pumping oil successfully?
Yeah, and he walks over and grabs a bucket and shows you, and it looks like that black slime. It's got some kind of acrid, nasty smell to it. He's like, don't get it on you. You never get it off. I mean, I've been to this is the second one I've been to. It's never looked like this.
And you said that equipment has gone missing here?
A couple of these buckets have been missing.
About how long ago did the thefts begin?
No, it's about a week ago. I mean, the best guess, it had to have been a two-man job because some of those buckets are heavy. Sure, they took some of that black gold with them. Who knows what they're going to do with it?
Could you tell me exactly what items were stolen?
Well, it was a couple buckets and for some kind of pump that we had out here, some pipes.
Luther, the liquid isn't petroleum. It's the same as the slime in the Underdark cavern with the Cthulhu tube.
Got it.
And there are earwigs here as well. That came from under here.
So I thought we were looking for eggs. Why are we now investigating other shit?
We're winging it.
They're all quite connected, it appears.
Yeah,
Are they? Are they? Because we found out the cult of Stalin was not connected to the other shit either.
Well, yes, but this man says that this snake man that stole the what the man believed to be oil is actually this sludge. Also said something about the eggs. Yes, it would appear as though that maybe Dr. Gonzalez is disguising himself as a yig.
Or he's a changeling, and he just changes into a yig, and then changes into Bonnie.
But maybe, but that's what I'm saying. So that's why a yig stole the yig eggs, because he's not actually a yig, and Dr. Gonzalez is using those eggs for some evil end.
You know, now that I think about it, he stole the pump equipment, he stole eggs. He might be planning on injecting the sludge directly into the eggs to create something.
Oh,
like
good.
a dark young from the Yog-Sothoth mythos or something.
Yeah, he's gonna that's exactly, Bonnie, you're fucking brilliant. That's exactly, he's gonna inject the sludge into the eggs and create some sort of monstrous, hideous, I mean, I don't know, does it get more hideous than yig snake people?
But he stole a pump and some piping.
Correct, as well as buckets, at least one of them containing the black
sludge
ooze.
Perhaps he intends to pump this sludge into more nefarious places as well.
I mean,
Perhaps
ooze
maybe
did
a
make
water
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I think ultimately our goal has always been, and still is, Dr. Gonzalez, right? Like, this other stuff is just this is stuff that's being thrown in our way by an evil, nefarious keeper to not keep us focused on the goal, right? So.
That's because it's like an onion, motherfucker.
What are you serving?
Whiskey.
Sloggers.
Sounds excellent.
Have you seen any strange goings on in town recently? Perhaps someone acting odd? Anyone appearing like they are not themselves lately? Yeah. Some reason to believe that there may be someone within your community sabotaging you. Man who is pretending to be a yig through some form of nefarious means.
Look for any suspects.
Yes, make sure the rumor goes around as well.
Yeah.
That way.
Right, like if somebody comes in and orders maybe not their regular drink, or
that would be suspicious. Yes.
And I'm just like, so you all know what you're looking for, right? A yig that is acting very suspicious and not like himself or herself. And if you see this, you will come directly to one of us, but only if we're in the group together. If we're by ourselves, we are not to be trusted.
What?
If we're by ourselves, it could be them changing.
Oh, it could be Dr. Gonzalez. Yeah, okay.
We always need to be at least in a pairing of 2 or more if you're coming to us. If you see one of us by ourselves, that does not count. So do not come to us if we're by ourselves. Also, if you find bullets, I will take those. Or a Vorpal sword.
I went back to Skeletor's temple. I wanted to find out more information about the ring while I'm here. I went there when everyone was still in the bar talking.
I see you've returned.
Yes, what do you know about this ring that you received from the person you gambled with?
Oh, it's shiny. I like it.
Do you know anything about the runes that used to be on it?
What?
You can see the ring. It used to have runes around
Had
the
some
edges
sort
there.
of writing.
Did you know what it said?
No, it was removed.
When? Long before you got it, or did you see it getting removed?
No, it was found it that way.
I see. When you won it in the
card game I told you about. I'm an
Yes.
expert poker player.
You quite obviously are. I'd like to glance around the temple while I'm here and see if I see the same markings that were on the other ring.
In his room, they're lined everywhere. There's sort of kind of some kind of dirt and stuff that's in the inside on the brick, whatever this temple is made out of. But they're everywhere now that you're looking for them.
What do you know about these runes upon your walls?
What are you talking about?
These symbols here.
He looks over. Do you point them out?
Yes.
Oh my!
You've never seen them before?
Oh, I thought they were just random scratches or something.
Do they mean anything to you now that you can see them properly?
Oh, this one looks like a butt. Ha ha!
Very true.
Like a cloaca.
They're definitely the same that are on your ring.
I'm going to have the ring on and look at it while holding the ring up to it and see if the ring does anything or if I notice anything from it. Does the skull in the ring turn a certain way or anything?
So all the runes light up in the room, and the skull does on your ring.
Oh, good God.
And as you start to look at this, you are basically reading the genetic code of life itself. Give me a sand roll. You lose 12 points of sand. Give me an intelligence roll.
Yeah, you're going to have a serious effect from this. Like there's long-lasting effects from this.
That's a standard success.
You're actually grasping as opposed to blocking it out.
Yeah.
You suddenly have the desire to solve this. This is like a code. This is only the pieces of it, and you need to figure this out. You need the complete picture of whatever this is.
You need to decode the DNA strand.
I'm going to just rummage around the room until I find a piece of paper and a pen, and I'm just going to start writing all of the code down.
You enter the room, and there's scattered pieces of paper on the floor that have all these strange symbols on them. Bonnie is feverishly writing them all down.
I like to imagine that at this point I've run out of paper and now I'm writing it into my face and across my body like a tattoo in pen.
And Skeletor is shuffling his cards. He's like, oh, is it time for that poker game? Let's go. And
I'm no illumination boy, but I do my best. They grabbed us and they wanted to know if we were yigs, and we didn't even know what yigs were, but it sounded kind of like a slur, and so like we were like, okay, no, we're not that. Mennonites, right? Like, I mean, Jacques, what's the shortest book in the world? Mennonite War Heroes.
Haha, that's a joke.
Snake, the yig drink whiskey. Yog Scotch tape. What do you call a group of yigs? A yog. Bartender is an art history major.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Cloaca? Cloaca?
Cloaca.
What the hell's cloaca?
You should Google it.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
And if you Google it, you'll start getting ads for it.
How do you know that Adam and Eve were actually Mennonite?
Oh.
Who else would be alone in a garden with a naked woman and be tempted by a piece of fruit? Skeletor's kind of tweaky already, right? Like, he's a little high strung. If we give him Panzer chocolate, that boy's gonna be bouncing off the walls. We have no money. We have no goods. We have nothing but like my sweet fine ass.
You are in chaps.